I'm Andrew Hoyle for Cnet, and I'm here at the London launch of the Samsung Galaxy S4. Now this time we're taking a closer look at some of the camera features. So hardware-wise, the S4 sensor has been increased from the 8 megapixels you'll find on the older S3 up to 13 megapixels, which is rivaling Sony's Xperia Z. But it's not so much the hardware that's been improved, but the software as well. So Drama takes multiple shots of an action sequence and combines it into one single frame. You can see here on this example image. That's something we've already seen in action on the HTC One, and it seemed to work quite well. So we'll have to wait and see exactly whether Samsung's does it any better. So Sound and Shot lets you take a single photo and pairs that with about 9 seconds of audio. So Samsung's example of how to use that would be if your child was doing a recital on an instrument, you wanted to capture a quick photo and still be able to have the sound of what was going on at the time. Exactly whether that's going to be any better than just taking video remains to be seen. So Best Face lets you take multiple photos of a group of your friends and then choose the best face of your friends from each of those photos, combining them all into one shot where they're all looking, hopefully, as best as they can do. If you've got one of those photos where 4 of your friends are looking great and just only one of them is looking away or maybe blinking, then ideally this will mean that you can actually combine all those faces into one good shot. Best Photo is kind of the same thing again. We've seen this already before. You'll take a multiple set of photos and then you can just choose the best one out of all those for you to save. So Animated Photo is something that will be familiar to any of you who's used the Cinemagram app on the iPhone. You can basically selectively animate one small portion of your photo, and that will save it into a little GIF image for you to upload onto Twitter or Facebook. So quite an unusual feature that Samsung has added as well is what it calls dual shots. Now you tap this little icon here, and you'll see that you looking good with the camera there will appear in the photo with your friends. Now Samsung seems to think that this is a great way of having you in context of the picture. Whether that's something you'd ever actually use or not, well, remains to be seen. So elsewhere, we've got some of the other scene modes like Night, and we've got Sport, and of course Panorama, and an HDR function as well. And as well as Eraser, which allows you to take consecutive shots, and it can track a moving subject and erase that from the final shot. Now that's something that we've already seen on some of Nokia's Lumia phones. So again, whether Samsung managed to do this any better, we're not sure until we can have a full review. As you can see, the interface itself has changed. Rather than having to click through small icons to find different settings, it's through here in this big scroll wheel, which is similar to the sort of thing that you might have seen on Samsung's Galaxy camera. So those are just some of the camera features you can expect to see on the S4. Make sure to keep your eyes peeled towards the end of the month for the full review. I'm Andrew Hoyle for Cnet, and this is the Samsung Galaxy S4.